I'm in my garage right now, and about a quarter mile that way, an event's going to start, a gravel race. I've never done a gravel race before. I've never gone over 8 miles on a gravel bike before, only in my neighborhood back here, and that's where the race is going to be. So the race is going to be, the winner's going to be determined by who can do the most 5.7 mile laps. For the 3-hour event, there's also a 6-hour event. And I can tell you what's going to happen. We're going to start off together. I have good endurance, but as soon as we get to some sandy part, off the back I go, and everyone else is going to go. Then I'm going to think, you know, this is an endurance event. I'll just go at my own steady pace. That's what's going to happen. Okay, stay tuned, and hopefully I have some more good stuff for you.
Have fun, be safe, and begin! Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my
Even though I lived just a few houses down on the next street, I didn't know certain particulars of this course. I figured they're going to take us all the way down the street to where the gravel path starts. But no, we jump the curb, I pick up a tumbleweed in my rear wheel as I take a different path. This right here will give you a good idea of the skill level I have for gravel. So now let's talk about the bike that I'm riding. I'm always saying that since I'm an old guy, I ride old equipment, and I'm on a 2012-2013 Cannondale cyclocross bike. I was able to get 40mm tires on rims that really shouldn't hold more than 35. Since that seems to work, there's no reason I need to go buy new wheels. Usually I get to a race site about the same time the promoter gets there, but since I live so close, I sleep in for as long as I can. And I had slept so long that my warm-up consisted a little more of riding that quarter mile to the start. Now let's talk about my skill level. I was glad that about 90-95% of the course was like what you see here, a nice wide path. A quick note. All I'm thinking about is all that dust that I'm breathing in right now. When the course was straight, I did pretty good. When we did any kind of a turn, I really sucked. I would lose ground on the turns, and depending who was in front of me, make it up on the straights. About the first 10 minutes of this race, I was dealing with my lack of warm-up. But I'm certainly doing much better now than I did earlier this month when I did the Grizzly Century when we're starting off with climbs and starting at elevation. Being a 69-year-old guy, I should have got up earlier to warm up. This 90-degree transition into the street onto the next and major gravel section was always a tough one for me. In all the laps that I did, I never got this right. Let's now not forget about that tumbleweed I picked up in my rear wheel. A couple of people were giving me warnings about getting stuck in the derailleur, and I'm thinking, oh geez, that's all I need. So I was able to pull off most of it while I was moving. Soon thereafter I stopped and pulled the rest of it off. Yeah.
Finally got it out.
Yeah. At this point, we're about 12 minutes into the race. And this is where, as I predicted in my intro, where I would say, you know, I'll just do endurance and not worry about the results. All the while thinking, boy, I hope I don't come in last. Jumping ahead, I'm now on the path that leads to the end of the first lap. Now, that house on the left right there, that's mine. That's how close I lived. Now, the guy that just passed me in the black, he's a young teenager, and that's his buddy right there. And he had arthroscopic surgery in his either in stomach or intestines recently. And I mean recently. To be young again. My first 2 laps were pretty consistent, a little over 24 minutes. In my 3rd lap, I was getting tired and I slowed up quite a bit. The end of the race was actually getting pretty exciting. But in the middle, I wasn't getting bored, but I started making some videos. My battery ran out, so I had to stop and change it. I'm pretty much maybe chasing that guy, but if I catch him, I'll be surprised. That was Gary. He's doing the 7.5 mile course, 6-hour race. He just lapped me. At least I'm getting a good workout, because in terms of my racing in gravel, I suck. Gary!
Good pace, Steve.
.141. I slowed down on that 3rd lap. I'd love to slow down some more, but I'm trying to make 6 laps. Now, I did the 3 laps in about 1 hour 18 minutes. So I'm 12 minutes ahead of schedule. However, I'm getting tired. I got to do 6 laps by 12 o'clock. The bumps are starting to slow me up, which means I'm starting to go slower. Oh man, it's gonna be a hard 90 minutes. Surprisingly, that lap was just under 30 minutes, maybe like 28. So 6 seems quite doable so far. 2 laps to go. Hey guys! $141. Hey! Damn it! I crossed the line at 11 minutes after 11. There's a possibility, remote, I can do 7 laps. Okay, trying 7 laps. Okay, 6 laps. Maybe I can get one more. That's Swan and forget his name. Damn it. Math teacher. I neglected to mention earlier that Gary E., who had lapped me earlier, actually won this race with 9 laps. Now, both of these guys, Juan and Lance, have lapped me. While I'm going for my 7th lap, these guys are going for their 8th. They actually caught me around my 6th lap, and thankfully, I was able to hang on to these guys. They have this rule for this race, and I don't know if it's common to gravel races, it certainly isn't for my road races that I'm doing, is that you can't draft. Now here, to try to stay with these guys, I'm doing a bit of drafting. Because I wasn't around a lot of people, especially in the middle of the race, I couldn't see a lot of what people were doing, but I did see this one husband and wife team that they were drafting. At least for a little bit. Hopefully next year, they can do away with this rule. Jumping ahead a little bit, we're about a quarter of the way into the last lap. I just did the previous lap in just under 24 minutes, and I have 25 minutes before it's 12 o'clock. I'm getting a little nervous. I'm thinking that we're not going fast enough. So I decided to put in a little move here. What this ends up doing is it causes Lance to slowly start losing contact because he's been getting pretty tired. Conversely, it incites Juan and he starts laying down the watts. At this point, I didn't know that Lance was coming off. All I was thinking of is that I can stick with Juan and he's just going to start drilling it, and then that'll help ensure that I get in that 7th lap. Not much more time later, Juan, being 17 years younger than me and considerably stronger, is able to just keep the pace up and just pull away from me. I'm now thinking that even though I'm not able to draft off of him, I can still keep that visual connection to him to stay connected. Now that starts to go away because eventually he's going to be out of sight. I just can't keep up with his pace nor keep up with his skill. For the rest of this lap, this is all going to be self-motivation to keep up that pace. No soft pedaling. I always got to be on. Oh, we did it! You got it! Good job. Damn it. I shouldn't say damn it, but damn, I did it. 7th lap with 1.5 minutes to spare. It is noon and about 10 seconds. Okay. It's a good day.